dum 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 dum.
Welcome back to the dumbest bill in America. We have with us, of course, Delegate Brian Chisholm. Welcome back, Brian.
Great to be here.
And I'm Mark Fisher. So get this, ladies and gentlemen. Wes Moore, the governor of Maryland, has decided that solar, he's going to double down on solar, Brian. And we're calling this twice the price because he wants to give you twice as much solar, which makes the cost go up. We have this clip from his State of the State speech. Here it is.
It's time to double down on solar and wind and energy storage because that's where the jobs are and that's where many of the shovel-ready projects are as well.
So, Brian, what do you think?
Nothing like doubling down on the same mistake with more confidence. I mean, honestly, that's all he knows, right? Because that's who's paying him. The green energy goddess is going to give him more and more donations to get him to the White House, and that's all they know. If they don't talk about wind or solar, their heads are going to blow up. They don't know anything else.
So how do we pay for solar, podcast listeners? And Brian, so Brian's an expert on this subject matter. He really is, actually. Well, Brian, how do we pay for it?
Well, first, we go to the government and say, we don't have any money. We need a lot of subsidies.
And by we, it would be the solar companies.
The solar people and all of their advocates. Yep. And then they devise a plan. And then when it's time to put a shovel in the ground, they say, oh, shit, this is not going to work. And they go back to the government and say, we need more money.
We need more money, yeah.
And because they don't work. Look, everybody says wind and solar because if you think about a comment, say wind, solar, it's free. But it's not free. It's actually much, much, much more expensive than any source we have right now. If it was really the answer, don't you think Chevron would have wind and solar all over the freaking country? And they don't because they know it doesn't work.
But yeah, so let me ask you a question about this. So podcast listeners, the question is, who pays for the solar, right? Well, it's the ratepayers, right, Brian?
That's right.
So how do we pay for the solar? I mean, basically, these solar companies, they go to the legislature and they ask your delegate and your state senator to pass bills that force you, the people that are paying the electricity bills, to add money to your bill for the purposes of paying the solar companies to then build solar, right? Does that sound about right?
That's right. And it's not like this is some brand new idea. They've tried it all over Europe. They've tried it in different states. And you know what they found out? It is an abject failure everywhere they've tried it. You have to kill a lot of land area. You kill the vegetation. And then you got to run all new power lines, which disturb the environment,
So wait a minute, Brian. Listen to this podcast, listeners. Guess how much of your bill, whether it's visible or not visible, a lot of the taxes are hidden. Some of the taxes aren't. How much of the bill is taxes, Brian? It's 28.5%, right?
Yep.
28.5% of your bill is taxation because of what Annapolis is doing. Explain that.
Yeah, a lot of it's like, and they're always fancy names, Climate Solutions Tomorrow Tax, and they have all these different sweet names like wind's going to save us all and solar is the answer, and then we all
pay for everybody else's caulking bill.
That's exactly right. And you know who actually really pays the majority of it is the ratepayers, but through fossil fuel companies. That's what they do. They tax the fossil fuel companies, so you get hit on that end. Then you pay another tax on your bill. So it's got a multiplier effect. And in the end, it just doesn't work.
Exactly. And that's 28.5% of your bill. We're going to play Wes Moore's clip one more time as we wrap this up. And here it is.
It's time to double down on solar and wind and energy storage because that's where the jobs are and that's where many of the shovel-ready projects are as well.
And that's the dumbest bill in America. Twice the price. See you next time.